Hi guys, it's Janet Wakeland with remarkablycreated.com here with another One Take Wonder video. Today we're going to look at another one of my top 5 favorites from the 2014 spring catalog that Stampin' Up! Just released on January 3rd. What we're going to be looking at is the Spiral Big Shot die, and it's what I used here to make this really fun little project. I also used on this watercolor card here with Sympathy, and then I also used it on this little gift bag here, so the different little flowers that you see. And again, as always, I always have close-ups on my on my Big Shot. Oh my gosh, Jen, on my blog, remarkablycreated.com. Sorry about that, guys. What this project is here is it's simply a salt shaker that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I will be doing this as a class project. So it's going to be a really fun one that you're going to want to come make. It'll look happy on your desk at work. Many times I think that I need to go back to work and get myself a cubicle just so I can decorate it up real cute so everybody can walk by and ooh and ah over it. But it would be pretty hard to leave my craft studio. But it is fun to think about it. But this will make fun little table favors, little party favors, just lots of fun little things that you could do with that simple salt shaker and our new little spiral die. So it is a Big Shot die, which means that you do need a Big Shot. Celebration is coming. It is our biggest annual sale of the year, and for every $50 you spend, you get a free exclusive Celebration product. And so it's a great time to make that $99 investment in a Big Shot. The Big Shot is going to really expand your crafting horizons. But what this die does is it simply cuts a spiral. And it cuts cardstock, it cuts paper, and what's nice, because this is a steel rule die, I can actually put, 4 to 6 pieces of designer series paper on it and several layers of cardstock on it, allowing me to make a lot of spirals or projects that much quicker instead of cutting it by hand. It starts narrow, and it gets wider as it goes. And you want to work from the narrow end to the outside end, at least for now. I'm going to show you what happens when you reverse that idea or that concept. I like to work with something round, a pen, pencil, the end of a paintbrush, and again, the diameter of the item that you're working with. You can also use skewers and things like that. Wood dowels will change a little bit the look of your flower. And so let's go ahead and let's take, and we're just going to start. And I just kind of bend it around. And here, in this case, it's a paintbrush. And you're just going to start to wrap real tight. We'll just get it going here. I guess there's also, there's a hobby called quilling, and they have a tool that you can use as well. I don't know if their tools have different diameters, but I do like having the different diameters available. And so then you'll have this little tab at the bottom. You're going to kind of let it spring open just a little bit. To make the flowers that I have here in the vase, what I did was I took a handheld punch. You can also use a crocodile or any other small punch. And I punched a hole in that little piece. That's the last tab. I took white floral wire. You can also use green floral wire. You can wrap wire with washi tape. There's lots of possibilities. And I fed it all the way up through. And then I simply looped it over and created just a little bit like a shepherd's hook and looped it over. And that's kind of going to give you the look of almost like the little stamen on the inside. And let me put that back up for just a second. And then I took the hot glue and I just squirted a dab of it around the base, and then I just pushed my flower down into that, and I'm just going to pull this piece down. I'll hold it for a few seconds, and there you go. You have your little flower on a stem, very quick and very easy to do. Now maybe you don't want to put them on a stem, you want to just do them for a card, and the way that you roll is what's going to determine what's on the inside or the outside if you're using designer series paper. So if you're rolling like towards you, obviously you can see what side's on the outside because it will be on the outside of the roll as you go. And you know what, let's switch just for a minute because I want you to be able to see the difference when we work with different diameters. And this is some of our pretty vellum paper. I thought, oh my gosh, I can just imagine an anniversary, a wedding, shower, just some kind of formal event. We just had New Year's. This would have made some beautiful little flowers for New Year's decorations fun little embellishment on some of those cute party hats that they wear. So I can also see it in some bright neon colors on some inexpensive dollar hats, jazzing them up. So we've got our flower. Oops, and we let it unwind a little too much. This one I didn't hold as tight. So we're just going to put it back together with our hand for just a minute. And again, this is our little cap. So we're just going to use, and I've got our silicone mat here, and it's a great mat to work with. And we can just make sure we get all of our glue. I'm just going to hold it on the glue for a few seconds, let it start to dry. Oops. And we can just do a whole bunch and let them sit there and let them dry. And then you could drop a button down inside. You could drop glitter down inside on the glue if you don't want that, obviously, that look of that glue or whatever. But you can see where that one opened up a whole lot bigger. This one we rolled the same way and we didn't let it open up as big. And again, this one the same thing. Again, we didn't open it up as big. And remember what I said, you can also work with it the other way. When I do that, I like to bring the tab into the inside, and I take just a little bit of glue, and I just bring it to the inside, forming the centerpiece, and let that sit for just a second so that it's adhered. And then I just start to work this around to create a different style flower. And then when I get to the end, we're going to just take a little bit. And I like working with hot glue when I'm working with crafts. And we're just going to hold it on for a second. And now you can see you've got a different style flower by starting at the other end of it. And of course, like I said, you can always take a little bit of adhesive. You can drop buttons down inside the center. You can fill it with glitter, all kinds of other things. And so there you've got another flower option. So just kind of playing with them, you're going to have different looks and things like that. So have fun working with our petal die and experimenting, making crafts, cards, gift wrap, beautiful tags for all of your special occasions. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and God bless.